You know, men, they like women. They love women. And even though some of them have their girlfriend or their woman or their wife, they're still looking elsewhere. James, he was such a man. And James, he used to go out with his friends at night, and when he would be leaving, he had to pass a place called River Gut in Keon, where there was a bridge that's upper Keon. He was living in a place called Guinea Grass, going up to Green Hill Estate. And every night he had to pass by the bridge to go home. And one night, James Z, as usual, was coming from Bastille visiting his friends. In those days, we never had a lot of cars. Used to be just buggy, and people used to ride donkeys or ride bicycles in those days. And so he would whistle his merry way up to Guinea Grass village every night. And he noticed one night he saw a lady by the stream, by the bridge, and she was combing her long hair in the moonlight, and her hair was glistening in the moonlight. And James C. marveled at this beautiful woman. He didn't see her face, but he was afraid to approach her, and he would go his merry way. And every night he would see this woman, and he wondered. Then he noticed, he said, when I pass the bridge before midnight, the lady is not there. That beautiful woman is not there. But whenever I pass there after midnight, she's there combing her hair in the moonlight. And so he decided that he was going to brave man out, and he was going to go over, approach this lady. And so this night, as he was walking, coming up Keon, he decided that he would go over to speak to this lady. And he saw her combing her hair. And he went over to her. And he said, "Good night, my dear senorita." The lady did not pay me any mind. She just continued to comb her hair. And he said, "Good night, my lovely senorita bonito." And the lady continued. And so Sam, was a little tipsy. And he went back down the road and he took in a few drinks. Because fellas tend to get brave when they take a drink. And so he took in some drinks and he decided, boy, I'm going to go back and I'm going to hold her. I'm going to go over and touch her. And when he came back, he was tipsy by the time, because he had spent a couple hours. And the lady was still there, beautiful. lady combing her hair in the shade of the tree. And he made a mistake. He said, "Good night, my dear Bonito." And she didn't respond. And he went over and he made the mistake and he touched her. And she looked up at him, and when he looked, he saw empty sockets and they were spitting fire. And her nose, there was just a gaping hole, a mouth, no teeth. And Jimsy take off with such a speed up Guinea grass. A jet plane couldn't catch him. And he told his grandmother, and they told him, when you eye too long, whenever you see women late at nights, boys, women late at nights, there's danger always lurking. They might be carrying something that might be dangerous. What would a woman be doing all alone on the road at midnight? And so it tells you also that all that glitters is not gold, and that beauty is more than skin deep. It is more than skin. Your outer, it's inner. Okay? Good. And so James decided that he was, and you notice this after midnight, after 12 o'clock? Yes. It's a recurring element in these stories. And he made sure that he was sober, because Tom drunk, Tom no foolish.